Are we live? Let's check. OBS is doing this new thing, so I don't know what's going on. Let's find out. Do you just create directly from YouTube, or what happens here? I knew this was a mistake. This thing says we're streaming. YouTube's got no indication of streaming at all. Hold on. Okay, we are streaming. I guess you stream directly from. Okay, we are streaming. I guess you stream directly from. Okay, we are streaming. I guess you stream directly from. Okay, we are streaming. I guess you stream directly from. Okay, we are streaming. I guess you stream directly from. Okay, we are OBS now. Stream directly from. Okay, we are OBS. Okay, cool. Sorry, we had feedback. Had a feedback loop going on. Hopefully that goes away. I apologize for that. I couldn't hear it because my volume was off. But we're gonna get into this shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into this shit, man, and all this is to be expected. You feel me? All this is to be like I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? Like none of this shit should be shocking to anybody who's been following and and has really been putting in the work and really understanding what's going on and understands what the unfortunate history of boxing. The unfortunate history of boxing. The Margaritos and the Luis Restos of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And Tyson Fury is one of these people. And again, you know, thankfully for YouTube, thankfully to Toronto Peace Moray, who put that out there on the first fight and said he noticed a little something, and I went back and saw from the PBC channel on YouTube, paused it at during one of the slow motion points and saw Tyson Fury's hand bent back like this as he was swinging, and it was still in this position as he was coming to hit him in the face. And when he actually connected, he connected like this and he connected with this at the same time. And I just thought that was so odd. I just thought that was so odd. And then Dante's Boxing Nation put out um a video about long before, I guess, I found a video or during the same time or shortly after Toronto Peace Moray put out his stuff. I saw, and a lot of people were saying Toronto Peace Moray is a white guy. I believe he's black. That could be, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm misreading it or whatever. But from looking at the man, hearing him rap, hearing the way he talks, his mannerisms, he looks like a light skinned brother to me. I could be wrong, but he doesn't look like a white man to me. You know what I mean? Unless it's another guy you guys are talking about. You know what I mean? But he may be mixed. He may be half white, half black. But he looks like a black man. Toronto, you could clarify if you want to, but I think you're the quote unquote white guy that people keep referencing, and I don't know. You look like you're part black to me. To me, you do. But um, yeah, I think people might be misreading that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Toronto Peace Moray is a brother. That's what I believe. Looks like a brother to me. Again, I think he's black. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure. But if I'm wrong, Toronto, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and send me a link or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Um, he did a dope song about the whole situation. You know what I mean? Check out his channel and shit. Toronto Peace Moray. I don't know what he's doing now, but you know what I mean? Shout out to him. Um, and then shout out to, Barbershop Conversations, Boxing Ego, Champ Side, Tay Jones. We're gonna talk about some of the things. Drew Titan, Fanon, um, 78, um, my man DB, just a lot of people that I can't even, like, so many people that, you know what I mean, I really want to thank, you know what I'm saying? Um, um, Pharaoh, I won't forget about the information you put out there. I don't agree with you on everything, but when it comes to this Deontay Wilder situation, you did an excellent job breaking down and documenting a lot of stuff. Oh, and I can't forget Focus Balls. He was the one that put me up on the documentary about MTK Global. So I've done my research. You feel me? Done a lot of research. I didn't know about the boar meat stuff. I didn't know about any of these things about Tyson Fury until the allegations about the glove came up. And then that's when I found out about the history of Tyson Fury. I didn't know any of these things. So we're hours away from the fight. Obviously, I'm going with Wilder. I always go with Wilder. Uh, one of the greatest heavyweights ever in our time is existing now, and that's beautiful. Um, and it's just, I mean, it's sad to see how many people want him to go down just because he's black. You know what I mean? Um, so many times you heard about people wanting to see Mayweather get knocked out. So many times you heard about people saying, "Oh man, Mayweather don't punch nobody. He don't fucking box. He hides and he runs." You know, when we go to a fight, we want to see a slugfest. We want to see somebody get knocked the fuck out when we go to a boxing fight. You know what I'm saying? We want to see a fight. We pay our money to see a fight. You know what I mean? That's what we want to see. You know what I mean? We want to see people knock each other out. We want to see people go toe to toe. We want to see Gotti and Ward. That's what we want to see. We just want guys to go in and bang, right? We want the Earl Spence Porter fight. That's what we want, right? Right? That's what they keep saying, right? You have a guy like Deontay Wilder who delivers on that. Delivers on that. Knocks out every fucking body. Some guys twice. Did he knock out what's his name twice? Ortiz? Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I thought he knocked him out twice. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I thought they fought twice. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I know he knocked him out once. You feel me? I thought they fought twice. All right? So, you know, all this stuff comes out. I mean, you know, Wilder delivers exciting fights. That's why you can't really front on him, and that's why they keep trying to tear him down. But you see from the press conference, and you see Wilder got some love. Wilder got some love at the press conference. Motherfuckers are loving Wilder right now. Because, why? Because they know he was wronged, bro. They know that shit in their heart, bro. They know that shit in their core that he was wronged, bro. It was dirty what they did, and they tried to kill him, bro. Like he said on 78's interview. Great interview by 78 Sports, man. Blue Blood had an amazing interview as well. Oh, I can't forget Blue Blood. If I didn't shout you out, sorry, my bad. Fucking watching all you guys' videos, man, on this subject. You know what I mean? You know, I fell out of boxing I was a big boxing guy, and I fell out of boxing. You know what I'm saying? I was starting to get back into it, and this shit happens. And, I don't like steroids in baseball. Let me tell you something about myself. I don't like steroids in baseball. I don't like steroids in mixed martial arts. You know damn well I don't like that shit in boxing. You know what I'm saying? So I like clean fights and clean fighters. I don't like no fucking we kidnapped your fucking uh cousin and fucking got him in a fucking freezer, and if you don't throw the fight in 3, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's be straight up, let's box. And I don't like, it's one thing to do the Philadelphia shoulder roll. That's all good. You know what I mean? That's been around forever. Fucking since what's his name? Was it Floyd Patterson? My bad. Is it Floyd Patterson? Is that his name? Floyd Patterson. No, my bad. I'm thinking of Sugar Ray Robinson. My bad. I'm thinking of Sugar Ray Robinson. My bad, y'all. Sugar Ray Robinson. They show him like this, but he kind of had a Philly shoulder roll thing going on. Hold on. Let's see. Philly shoulder roll is what I thought it was called. Yeah, shoulder roll. Originator. How about we do that? I can't spell for shit, guys. Sorry. Originator. Good thing for whatchamacallit. And I hope the stream looks like it's doing well this time. Not origin. They show Floyd May. They show the Philly shoulder roll. They show Floyd Mayweather because Floyd Mayweather does it extremely well. Let's see. Where did the shoulder roll come from? It's my coach Dale William. He was from Detroit. You see, it just kind of became, it became a thing. But there was like a bunch of styles. There was also the Philadelphia crab style. I think it was Philadelphia. But there's the crab style, and what's his name was a master at that style. Ken Norton, crab style. Watch, let me show you. Crab style. I think Tyson Fury does it well. Like I said, I'm not going to be biased, man. I'm not going to be biased. I think Tyson Fury has a great Philadelphia shoulder roll. That's facts. That's facts. You can't dispute that. And that's why I liked him. I was like, man, this guy can box. This guy's, man, his movement. I slept on Fury. I was over here like talking shit about myself. Like, oh man, I slept on Fury. He did this to Klitschko. I saw a little bit of that fight, but it didn't really speak out to me. Like I don't. And then I went back when Deontay Wilder dug him out of the grave, became the Undertaker, and dug his ass out the grave, and propped him up. I look back at some of his fights again, and I'm like, man, this kid could box. You know what I mean? This guy could box. This guy got good movement, and he still does have good movement. Let's see, crab style boxing. They're gonna show Ken. They got to show Ken Norton. Ken Norton was the master of that shit. The Philadelphia shell is a variation of the basic oldest guards in boxing called the crab style, where boxing essentially folds their arms bent. Okay, so it's the same style. It's the same style. And look who they showed. The cross arm, Ken Norton. Okay, Ken Norton mastered that crab style. It's a little bit of a different variation though, because when Ken Norton did it, he used to come up with it too. So he didn't just do the kind of like, it's almost like guard your body, guard your face, right? Like whatever comes, right? Like that's the idea of it, right? Ken Norton did it in a way where it was like he would also come up top with his Philadelphia shoulder roll. Like he almost like, let me see if I can get some pictures of him and how he used to do it. And he would come with some hooks too out of it. Let's see, Ken Norton. I thought I saw Sugar Ray Robinson like that. I could have sworn I saw him in the shoulder roll stand. I thought it was him. Let's see if they show his stance. There's a picture of him in his stance, where he's doing the crab stance, like a wicked ass one. And I think they wore 15 pounders back. I think he was in the time when they wore 15 pounders, or 15 ounces, excuse me. 15-ounce gloves. Let's see. Hold on. Let me do this. Crab style. Or let me just put crab and see what happens. There we go. That's it right there. That's Ken Norton right there. For sure, I knew Ken Norton had that shit. But sometimes it was a little bit more extreme with it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was moving in the picture or something. You know? But yeah, dude. Ken Norton's a bad dude. He fought Muhammad Ali. Broke his jaw. Yeah, man, Ken Norton, no joke. Um, yeah, Tyson Fury can do. He has a good. He has a good. Nah, Joe Lewis is not in that stance. Excuse me. Joe Lewis ain't in that stance. I know Ali had that. Ali kind of had that stance, right? We could say that, but I think Sugar. I could have sworn Sugar Ray Robinson had that stance, man. I could have sworn. Let me see. I'm just going from memory. You know what I'm saying? I thought I saw a picture. Let's see, crab style. Nah. I mean, he got one here, but that's like the old school boxer pose, like the old school boxing pictures. A lot of cats did those. I thought he used to have that style, man. I really thought Sugar Ray Robinson had that style. Let's see. Let's put boxing style. Did I spell that wrong? I did spell that wrong. That's dyslexia for you. At the TV sounds weird. Sound like people fucking in the background. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the style that let me change this because fucking probably gonna see like a shitload of you'll see myself like 3 4 times or whatever. But yeah, that's the style, bro. That's the style. And and Tyson Fury kind of has that style or whatever. So, I'm seeing all this and I'm like, man, this is, they keep shitting on Wilder. You know what I mean? He can do no right in their mind. He knocked out Brazil in the first round like that with tremendous fashion, technically sound and everything. Like people want to talk shit about his right hand and all this, say that's all he got. But the way he set up that knockout with Brazil was like it was like masterful the way he did it. He two-pieced him and the way he and Wilder can move, man. Wilder moves, dude. Like look at his shit. Like look at how he moves. And sometimes Wilder fights with his hands down. Wilder kind of comes from like right here. Sometimes, if you really look at Wilder, you see him. He kind of comes from like right here. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And he does a lot of head movement. He has a lot of. He's already been doing that. What it looks like they've been doing is perfecting that. You know what I mean? It's perfecting that movement, making him a little bit faster. You know what I'm saying? Or make sure they maintain his speed, like he said. They're maintaining his speed, right? With the weight adages. So he's a 238, but they're making sure he stays fast. You know what I'm saying? Because Fury's uh 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 277, right? Maybe 270 because he had all that bullshit on when he was weighing in. But yeah, he's like 270, and that does take a toll. That does add. So you want to be strong. When you're fighting a real big guy, you want to make sure you're strong. Because if you're too thin, you're fast and stuff, but he may be able to ragdoll you a little bit more if he gets close. I don't think it'll take away too much of your power, maybe a little bit. Um, because I always like speed. I like speed. I wouldn't mind if Wilder showed up at 220. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have mind that either. You know what I'm saying? But he feels like he needs the weight because he's been in there with Fury. He's actually fought this man twice. You know what I mean? Like, and at the end of the day, Wilder's the one that has to make all the judgments on what he's gonna do because he's the one that's gonna fight. You know what I mean? Um, I didn't want this fight to happen. After what I learned, with what took place in the first two fights, I just thought Wilder couldn't get a fair fight. And now we see from Tay Jones, someone who's very close to Wilder, who's done a lot of exclusives. I believe he was on Barbershop Conversations and things like of that nature. Cool dude, good brother, really nice guy. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to him. Big shout out to all these people. I'm not trying to get any fame from this. I'm not trying to get any fucking recognition from this. Nothing. I'm just trying to put out there what I think is going on, because I just think it's the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? When I saw what happened with Wilder, I was just like, damn, this is just, it didn't sit right with me and my soul as a person. You know what I mean? It didn't feel right to me. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, damn, like that's cold blooded. You know what I mean? Like you're just gonna cheat that dude like that? You're gonna fucking have a flappy ass glove and then hit him like this, and then it looks like you're hitting him in the ear, and then coincidentally you hit him in the ear. You hit him in the ear in the first fight all the time. I look back, you hit him in the back of the head. Every time Wilder got the advantage, you hit him right in the back of the head and in the ear. You know, that's what you kept doing to try to knock his equilibrium off. Then I look back at the second fight, and everyone was like, oh, Wilder was drug. And I'm like, man, I'm not seeing that. And I looked at some recent stuff that they showed, because they're getting ready to do the new fight today. And I looked and I was like, damn, Wilder don't look all right. Wilder don't look all right. You know what I'm saying? Looking back. And then also too, like, when he took the fucking thing off, he was like, what the fuck? And then he like did some weird movement with his back, and you could tell, like, when he did the movement with his back, like he was like what? Like he was like stiff or something. Like he did this movement, and he like go back to the second fight in the beginning. Look at Wilder go like this and like this. He does this movement, and look at his face. And he's like, what the fuck? And then they start the fight right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, look back at that. Look back at that. Like, I know they took it off. I know they did the announcement. I know there was some red dots that got shine in his face. I don't know. But go back to when they start to fight. He fucking like stretch. He does like this stretch, and he's like, what the fuck? You could tell. You could see the look on his face. He's like, what? And I knew something was wrong right there. You know what I mean? So there is some credence to, and then Evander Holyfield came out and said they put something in my water. So again, these are fighters that are coming out, because we're not the fighters, bro. They're the fighters. They're the ones getting in the ring. Even Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's the one getting in the ring. You know, these guys are putting their life on the line, and I just can't respect Tyson Fury because he can't have it on an even playing field. Tyson Fury is a fake boxer to me. Does he have good movement? Yeah. Can he stick and move and all that stuff? Yes, absolutely. But he's a fake boxer, because if he was a real boxer, he fights you a real way. A real confident boxer, a real boxer is going to come at you and say, "You what gloves you want? We could wear fucking 15 ounces. I don't give a fuck." That's what a real boxer would do. You feel me? A real boxer, a real confident boxer, the guys from back in the day, some of these guys now too, would be like, yo, fucking put on 15 ounces. I don't care. Whatever you need to fucking, whatever you need to do. But if you're wearing 15s and the guy said, I want to have 12, that's not cool. You feel me? Like, we could both put on 15s, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Like, we could both have the same, and that's what Wilder's doing. They're both going to have some kind of similar thing. But I don't trust what Fury's doing, because one of the comments I got on my video was a guy from England, and he said, well, you know what? And I don't know if this is true, but he said the rumor is he's under investigation for using knuckle dusters in the Wilder fights. Okay? That was the only time I heard about that. Now, Nicholas Ashbury said he might have egg weights in his glove. Deontay Wilder then said, I believe you had something in the shape of an egg weight in your glove in the first fight. He put kind of both fights together. You know what I'm saying? But definitely in both fights, the gloves were tampered with. There was a cat that I watched his video. He said they perfected the glove, and he was absolutely right. They perfected the glove in the second fight. They perfected that shit. They tried it out in the first fight, fooled y'all. Tyson Fury been fooling y'all with that. There's a video of him getting caught by a referee not having his hand properly in the glove. It's already all documented on video. But they hushed all that shit, or they ignored it. You know, because they're anything to have, I guess, a white fighter. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, you want one that bad? Like, that's crazy to me. You don't believe in yourself? You don't believe in yourself? You don't believe? Then what? What about Rocky Marciano? You know what I'm saying? Like, what about MMA? Look at MMA. Look at a lot of great white fighters. I believe I believe this wholeheartedly, regardless of your race, that the old football saying, any given Sunday, any team could lose. I believe that wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. We're all men. Any man can get caught slipping. Any man can get dragged down. Any man can get shot and killed. Any man can get punched. Any man could throw a punch. Any man can pull a trigger. It don't take nothing too special. But when we dig deep and we do things like this, we find out more about ourselves when we do things on the up and up. And seeing this new shit, which is to be expected, right? We'll play a little bit of audio.
But you don't want to soften them up.
You don't want to soften them up. You don't want to soften them up. Bro, these things are hitting people in the face all day. Okay? They're supposed to be padding in the fucking gloves. What do you mean you don't want to soften them up? You don't want to soften them up. That's the whole fucking point of this, is that you can soften them up to the point where they split in the middle. Okay? And you're hitting people with the bare knuckles, which is what fucking Madonna wanted to do to Floyd Mayweather, man. These dudes are so shady, bro. They know what's going on, bro. They know what's going on.
Yes.
Look at exactly, hell nah, right away. And then I don't know if this is true. Supposedly these guys came out with a statement. We're gonna have a gloves fit for a king, some bullshit. These motherfuckers are sick, bro. What's going on, dude? Dismiss it. These motherfuckers are sick, bro. They're sick because they're getting off on trying to really hurt somebody by cheating. You know what I mean? Miguel Cotto was not the same after that Margarito incident. I know a good friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, has a best friend that sparred with Margarito, and Margarito broke his eye socket. And then you want to have a brick in a video joking and shit. That shit ain't funny, bro. That shit ain't funny, bro. Patrick Day fought on the up and up, and my nigga died, bro. This shit ain't funny. They got that shit live on video. My nigga died. That shit is not funny, bro. People have died in the ring. This shit is not a game. And these fucking gloves, fucking boxing ego, this shit look like paper mache. 100%. Them shits look like fake gloves. Those don't even look like real gloves, bro. They look like fucking someone took like a glove. Like a nigga is gonna go fucking. It's too cold outside, so he's putting a glove on. Them shits look paper thin. Look at the wrinkles, bro. Look at this. Shout out to Tay Jones, bro. Kept it real on Barbershop Conversations, keeping it real now. Wada got a real homie. They're supposed to be brothers. I don't know if they're blood brothers or if they're just brothers because they rock with each other for so long. There's people who I have like that too that I consider they're like brothers. This is real love, bro. Really. When you really care about somebody. Because this is foul, bro. Look at the wrinkles in the glove, bro. These are supposed to be brand new. Look at this shit. Just look at it. You haters and you trolls and all you look at the wrinkles in the glove, bro. Oh, well, if he agreed. You motherfuckers are sick, bro. There's no other way of explaining it. You guys have mental illness. It's just no other way. If a motherfucker shows you shit like this and how foul, they could already die with gloves on the up and up. And you gonna add shit like this, and then this dude over here fucking you don't wanna crunch it. You don't wanna what this dumbass say? That's when I knew, right when I heard this video, that's when I knew. I said, oh my God, bro. These niggas are trying to kill Wilder.
Reyes.
Twice. Hell nah. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Even this shit looks suspect. Even the shit that fucking it don't even look like Like, it looked like you just put your hand in there and that's it. Like, there's no nothing. Like, you're fighting with just a covering. That's what it looks like. It looks like you're fighting with just a covering on. Like, you don't even have anything. This shit look paper thin. Look at this, bro.
But you don't want to soften them up. I mean,
you don't want to soften them up.
Come on, man.
What? You're supposed to be able to go like this to a glove, and that's just supposed to have like no fucking give, bro. Okay? When they fight in the amateurs, how do they fight? They have the fucking head padding on with the padded gloves. Why? Because if you fight someone bare-fisted, you can kill them. You can kill them like that. So they put the padding on the jaw, and where is it? And located in the temple and around the cheekbone. The only part they leave open is the mouth, nose, and eyes. Why? So you can breathe and you can see. Everything else is covered. Come on, y'all. But y'all don't want to watch the amateurs. That's not exciting. We want to see blood. We want motherfuckers, that bloodlust that motherfuckers have. That bloodlust. Motherfuckers got lust for they're sadistic. They got a lust for violence. And not just violence like someone got punched in the face and he was okay. No, like extreme violence, like broken bones and death and fucking blood and someone getting hit over the head with a bat and stammering, not making sense, then falling over. Motherfuckers got that kind of fucking bloodlust to be okay with this type of shit. And they got that kind of bloodlust anyway. And so when they see this, they're like, yeah, get that enter. Bro, this is sick, bro. And then look at this dude I just gotta go back, bro. Look at this dude talking the way, just double talking like a motherfucker, bro.
Reyes.
Okay. Hell no. Look at this.
See, they're not going for it this time.
But
Look at that, bro. Look at that. You don't want to soften him up.
Come on, man.
Really?
It don't even look like he's pressing that hard. Yeah, he's like, come on, man, really? Like, you trying to tell me some bullshit like that? Oh, you don't want to soften him up. It's your fault or something. You don't want to soften him up. What kind of person? This is the boxing commission? Like, they already exposed it right there with the opening shit. You don't want to soften him up. What? They're boxing gloves. They're meant to fucking be used multiple times if you want for practice. They're meant to last. Like, get these fucking, I don't know what the fuck these are, bro. Get them shits the fuck out of here, bro. Those look like demo gloves. Those look like gloves like you were gonna send to a major boxing manufacturer to try to pitch a deal with. That should look like a demo glove. Like, here, this is what our idea is for a glove. Obviously, this is not a glove that is finished, but this is our concept. What do you think about this? We think that if we do the glove with this type of angles, of course, with the padding inside, you know what I'm saying? That this will eventually be a great glove. We got the green for the gold, for the blah, 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 whatever, right? I mean, this is supposed to be Irish, green, you know what I mean? What's going on here? You know what I mean? Like, what's the deal with this? Like, what's the colors about? You know what I mean? It's cool if you're trying to represent a certain nation. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's white, green, and red for them, right? Kind of like the Mexican flag almost, kind of. So, it's the same color of the last two. So what is it about these specific gloves that Paffin is cool with? Everlast or whatever, because they used to be Everlast gloves apparently or whatever. They changed the name. Whenever companies change the name, I worked in business, all right? I worked in sales. Whenever companies change the name, that's never a good sign, bro. That's never a good sign. Now it could be okay, they got bought out, and it could be all that, but it's still when you dig deep and you find out why companies change their name, there's always some bullshit that went on. Especially if you worked inside the company. The best thing to do is get somebody who worked inside the company. Now I'm curious about Pathway Sports. I want to kind of whoever works over there. If you know some shit's going on, send me a link. Whatever the case, whatever you want to talk about something, let's talk about it. You know what I mean? If you think something's going on, or if you think things are on the up and up, let's talk about it. You know what I mean? But that well, you don't want to soften them up. They pull out Wilder's glove. Let me stop. Let me just play. 'Cause it's just so much that goes on in such a short period of time, bro. And it's so ridiculous that it just, I try not to get upset or emotional or excited about it, but I can't help but feel a certain type of way because it's so blatantly obvious. But they're trying to literally take a spoonful of shit and go like this. No, 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 eat it. No, 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 eat it, bro. Eat it. It's cool. It's not shit. Or it may be shit, but just eat it. That's what they're trying to do. They keep trying to feed you shit. You know what I mean? And you're supposed to eat it, bro. And that's not right. This shit is psychopathic, bro. Look at this shit. Now this one looks a little bit more filled out here, but even still, all this is kind of weird. It's every single glove is wrinkled and weird and looks like paper thin, especially right here. Like even that part should have a little bit of like something. That should look like there's nothing even there. You know what they should do? Someone said this before, and it's a good idea. They should have waited. They should have bust out like, okay, let's do this. You're saying everything's on the up and up. Let's do this then. Let's get a little digital scale. You buy one for $60 at any head shop and get a Tupperware piece. Big enough to fit the glove where it fits on the digital scale. Or just put it on the scale. Just balance it and just leave it there. Put one glove on top, put Wilder's glove on top, and see which one weighs more. And if I don't give a fuck if it's a gram or a milligram. If Wilder's gloves weigh more, you already know these gloves are bullshit. But you don't even have to do that. You could look on the video and you could just look at this and see this is some bullshit. And I knew this was going to happen. I'm not shocked. This is not surprising. When I saw that, I'm like, of course, because Tyson Fury is a dirty cheater, bro. He's a master cheater with some boxing skills. But he's a dirty, I don't even like calling him a fighter or a boxer. He's just dirty. Tyson Fury is dirty, bro. He's dirty. That's it. He's dirty. Literally, he popped dirty for steroids, tried to say it was boar meat. He's backed by MTK Global, which is the mafia. He's dirty, and they all know it. That's why they're not saying shit. Because the fucking people from that crew, they went to a fucking weigh-in and shot the place up. It's all documented. Shout out to Focus Balls. It's all documented. And shout out to Sean who did the video. Who did the Focus Balls is the one that told me about Sean. I was watching his stream. Told me check out Sean's page. I checked out Sean's page. Sean did a masterful job. Check out Sean's page. Type in MTK Global, The Truth, or whatever. You know what I mean? Or Mafia. Whatever. You'll find it. Or go to Focus Balls. Watch all of his videos until you find the part where he talks about it was during the glove scandal. So I'll help you out there. When Focus Balls was talking about the Wilder glove scandal when it first popped off a year ago or 2 years ago, it's around that time frame. Go to Focus Balls videos, watch those videos, okay? Also check out his Focus Balls. Those shits are tight. Okay. But yeah, check out Focus Balls video. He was the only one that talked about that shit. And I'm grateful for it. I'm really grateful for it because that's when really, once you know the mob's involved, it's a wrap. The plan was to, and fucking Tyson Fury was like, yeah, I just got off the phone with David Kennahan. That's the leader of the fucking of their mafia organization. He's in Saudi Arabia somewhere because he's on the run. Okay, but he's pulling shots and calling shots. Come on, bro. You in the direct talks with the mob, bro? Get out of here, bro. You a scumbag. You're all a bunch of scumbags, bro. That's all I needed to hear. The plan was AJ versus Fury, bro. By any means necessary in Saudi Arabia, because that's where David is at. Dennis, David, whatever the fuck his name is. Come on, bro. This shit is obvious. And that's why you got fucking Stephen A. Smith talking about, yeah, bro. Shout out to Champside putting out his videos. Yeah, bro. That's what you're supposed to do, Wilder. This is how this works. Like, well, Wilder was like, hey, I got a contract, so this is how this works. You like that, huh? When y'all don't like that, huh? When an upstanding black man who's not a criminal uses the court system and is a law-abiding citizen. I thought that was something you guys all talked about, like that black people are wild and criminals, but when we use the system, oh, it's against criminals. It's he's a sore loser. You guys are sick, man. I can't get over this glove, man. I just can't get over it. Wrinkle here, wrinkle, 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 all wrinkles, bro. Look how thin this shit looks. Look how thin this looks. This shit looks thin as fuck. Okay, the gloves look horrible. This is professional gloves. Even look at the S's and shit. Even the fucking whatchamacallit. Look, is that gold paint overlapping? Is that gold paint overlapping? These look like demo gloves. Is gold paint overlapping right here? And then look at the S's. These shits look stupid, bro. They look dumb. Fuck these gloves, bro. Hey, real shit. Fuck these gloves. Really. And Pathfind Sports needs to go back to the drawing board and remake gloves, or they need to get the fuck out of boxing, bro. These gloves look disrespectful. These gloves are an insult to the sport of boxing.
So you said really?
Yeah, exactly. He's over here like, because he's put gloves on himself, so he's over here like, man, bro.
You have something to say about the gloves?
You have some. Don't talk like that. Just fucking. Hey, sir. Excuse me. You think there's something wrong with the gloves? I don't want to hear your black scent. You know what I mean? And why you stuttering?
Them gloves.
Don't hustle me, bro.
That's bullshit.
Thank you, bro.
So this is approved glove.
These gloves are bullshit. So this is an approved glove. Fuck your commission and those gloves and whoever approved them,
along with the Everlasting
and the company that makes them.
Reyes. They've been wearing Reyes for 30 years, 35 years, and they've been around forever. So it's the same thing. It's an approvable glove. So
those not part of his.
No, these are your guys'.
See, and a lot of y'all like, well, Mayweather, he wouldn't allow that. Mayweather has his own boxing and promotional company. Now, I don't know what Wilder's situation is, so I assume Wilder fights. I guess Wilder fights for Fox Sports, so he's under contract and has to abide by once he signs a contract, he's contractually obligated to fight. That's different than being the owner of the promoting company. Now, if there was a clause to pay, because I guess that's what, according to a lot of these, you know what I'm saying, all the OGs, I'm gonna always praise these dudes. Ego, Champside, Fanon, all these guys. I don't know what their situations are, but one of their channels, they said I think it was Ego, they said they had to pay. Mayweather had to pay Maidona to not wear those gloves or whatever. If there was something like that, I think Wilder should have did that. Instead, 78 Sports TV said, with an exclusive interview, Wilder said, well, let me use these MX gloves, which is puncher's gloves that he used to use when he was destroying people harder, that has a thinner layer of padding. So I guess he feels like that's more of an even playing field. Like, you want to use these horsehairs, let me use these MXs. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think everyone should fight with the same gloves. You know what I'm saying? If he wants to use Paffin, Wilder should use Paffin. Okay? The same gloves, just Wilder's size. All right? But they're okay with this. Or you use 12-ounce regulation, thick, regular gloves. I don't understand. What's all this other glove shit? Where these, like, that's the thing about sports, man. It's like motherfuckers will do anything to win, and that's not, like, how can you celebrate that? How can you celebrate that? But they're celebrating this bullshit. They're championing this bullshit and encouraging this bullshit. And guess what happens? Motherfuckers see that this shit is in everyone's face and people are getting away with it. Well, then other boxers are gonna be like, well, shit. Then why don't I cheat? And then people find out, and that's how you get these things in the background, where these things are set up the way they're set up, because you have people behind the scenes, okay, that are fucking pulling the strings with these situations because they know things. So it's all like organized crime kind of shit, which I'm not with that. But these gloves, man, this shit is fucking just, it makes me sick to my stomach, bro. It's disgusting, bro. There's just no other way to put it.
Which, as you can tell,
What's the difference?
Yeah, this is a harder glove. This is a harder glove. So
boom. This is a harder glove. Then that means your gloves are softer and they're bullshit. End of story. End of story. Well, you don't want to soften them up. Hey, I'm streaming. So yeah, man, this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy because, and it's to be expected before the fight. But Wilder said he's got the MX gloves. He said he's got the MX gloves. You know, we'll see how that goes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of that shit though. I'm not a fan of these fucking gloves. I don't like this person talking. I wish I could see his face. You know what I mean? This shit looks crazy to me. This shit looks really, really fucking crazy. It looks crazy. You know,
you can touch it if you want.
It looks bad.
Touch that glove.
It looks bad. That's the glove that he pulled out. Oh, you could touch it if you want. That's the glove he pulled out. He's the one that handed it to you. What are you talking about? You see how, like, look how motherfuckers try to sell you. Like, they really try to sell you, but really they're not really selling you. They're really trying to con you. Like, what people think is selling tactics is really someone trying to con you and get over on you.
A harder glove. You understand what I'm saying? It's
a harder glove. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? You know what I mean? Yada I mean? Don't fucking talk like that, bro. This is business.
There was a guy who just fought him Pappin Sports last week. Well, 2 weeks ago when he fought Corn Skull. Shit didn't look like it.
Yeah, okay, so now they're saying there was Paffin gloves. These look like demo gloves. So I'm 100% with him. These look like some gloves that you get ready to turn into real gloves, or these look like gloves you send to somebody. Like, these are what your gloves are going to look like, but these are not what your gloves are actually going to be. Obviously, there's going to be more protection and padding, but we just send you a demo glove, a quote-unquote demo glove. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone sent you a demo PlayStation or whatever, it would just be like the shell of how it's going to look. It wouldn't even have no electronic components inside of it. That's what this shit looks like. It looks like someone sent them a shell glove where there's nothing really to it. They cut the glove open, so you're going to see.
Just like that. Just like that.
So what are you saying? What are you saying is different about these?
They wrinkled up. They already look like they're being used.
Yeah, they look like shit.
That's just soft leather.
That's just soft leather.
And these weren't used.
They keep saying soft, like, oh, that's just soft leather. Okay, well then the other leather's tight leather though, or hard leather though. So the other glove is well equipped, and your glove is bullshit. It's soft leather. You don't want to soften them up. Oh, but that's a hard glove. There's a soft glove and there's a hard glove. What?
Moved around. That's because the hair inside been moved around.
Yeah, it's not. They can't do it.
They came to us sealed, package sealed.
Yeah.
We opened them. Alex and I opened them up Wednesday.
Yeah. Here's when we did the inspection. 10/6/21.
Those gloves are bullshit.
And it came straight to our office, and
then it came to you on some bullshit. Then the manufacturer delivered to you on some bullshit, and you approved some bullshit. These look like demo gloves. These look like someone kicked them and threw them down the street and beat them against the wall a bunch of times. These look horrible, bro. Look at these shits. They got the gold thing here where they spray painted gold on here. Look at the S. The S looks like it's missing on the bottom. These look like swap meet gloves. Look at this S here. This look like bullshit. And then look at this shit here. This look like it's normal. Dude, this shit is garbage, bro. These look like swap meet gloves. These look like knockoff gloves. You know what I mean? Like if somebody was trying to sell you some Versace or some shit. You know what I mean? That's what these look like.
Come straight to this table.
From the manufacturer to us, we opened them up to the office. But nobody's handled them. We've had them in safe. So we opened them.
Well, then Paffin makes some bullshit gloves.
Put your hand in there.
Put your hand in. I don't care at this point. Just don't rough them up because.
Just don't rough them up because what? Because what? Because what? Just don't rough them up because what? They're boxing gloves. They're gonna get roughed up. What? Stupid, bro. Shit is dumb. Like he's gonna do something to the glove. Like it's his fault. You know what I mean? And then look at let's go back to the beginning real quick and just look at how he handles the glove. It don't even look like he's pressing hard. Look at that. Look at that, bro. Look at that, bro. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, dude. This shit gonna give me an ulcer, bro. Bro, that shit look hard. That shit look horrible, bro. That shit look horrible. Like when I see that, that shit make me feel sick to my stomach, bro. Really.
Corn Skull. Shit didn't look like this.
Thank God they spoke up. Thank God they spoke
Just
up.
like that. Just like that.
Thank God for those brothers, man.
What are you saying is different?
They wrinkled up. They already look like they're being used.
Yeah, they wrinkled.
That's just soft leather.
And these weren't used.
Look at that, bro.
The hair inside been moved around.
They can't do it.
They came to a seal.
Then hair is too light. Then hair shouldn't be approved. Then hair should not be approved. Then hair should not be approved because then it's too malleable. It's fake. It's too pliable, or it's too it doesn't have any cushion to it. It doesn't have any resistance. It's easy to just do what he did and just go like this. It looked like he could touch his fingers. That's what it looked like. It looked like his fingers were just like a millimeter apart or some shit. Like a couple millimeters. It didn't even look like, you know what I'm saying? When Nicholas Asbury went like this to the gloves that he was supposed to wear, there was no give in that shit, bro. There was no give. He could have went like this and it wouldn't have bent it in. This dude, Tay, and his partner that he's with, they're doing it with one hand like this, and this shit's fucking folding. It's crumbling. It looks like this glove looks like you can grab it with one fucking hand and go like this. The whole glove. I wish they would have grabbed the whole glove and went like this. It looks like you could do that. It looks like you can grab one whole glove with your hand from the top to the bottom and just go like this and crunch it. You know what I'm saying? And if you could do that, if he's so worried about him fucking up the glove when he handles it, then how's it going to handle someone punching it for a long time? They already exposed themselves. Hold on, let me close the door. My dog fucking walked in here. All right, let's keep playing this.
Here's when we did the inspection. 10/6/21. We did the inspection. It came straight to our office, and it comes straight to this table.
That don't mean shit. Y'all did the inspection on Margarito, right? Y'all did the inspection on Risto, right? That kid died after in a car crash. He was never the same, dude. That kid was never the same after that fight. And the father caught him. Okay? The fighter's team caught him. Okay? That's how that shit happened. Alright? And then in the fight, well, that's the gloves they approved. Well, that's the gloves they picked. That's the gloves they gave us. It ain't our fault. That's the criminal mind, bro. It's your fault. That's why Tyson Fury was up on stage like, you guys didn't do anything to fucking change anything. Double talking and shit. What's with the contradictions and the double talk? Well, if you said I put knuckle dust, no one said you put knuckle dusters, but now that you're admitting it, motherfucker said you put egg weights, but now you're saying people, okay, so you put knuckle dusters in there. All right, so you use brass knuckles then. Okay, thank you for confirming my shit. I thought you had some metal shit in there. Now we know it. You probably got some custom metal shit that goes under your fucking wraps. You know what I mean? Oh, but why didn't you guys do anything to change? Why didn't you guys do? He did all this training. He hired new coach. Which one is it? He didn't do it or he did? Then they were saying that he was fat and I wasn't believing it because he was looking like he was okay and he was in shape. Bro, at that weigh-in, he did not look good. And then look at Tyson Fury's neck right here. You see a little bit of a little bit of fat in there. I don't know. I don't want to be a person into rumors because I didn't like that whole he wasn't training thing because I didn't believe it. But when I saw that and I saw that he had the clothes on still and the hat and didn't take his shirt off and left everything on, I'm like, what is going on here? How is he? First of all, who allowed him to weigh in like that? You guys are making boxing look bad. Whoever's approving this, y'all making boxing look bad, bro. Boxing looks bad right now. You guys can't even fucking hide your corruption. You can't even hide your bullshit. That shit's all in the air now. That's why he got booed. That's why people wasn't feeling it. Dude, the energy, bro, the energy in the room, I felt it automatically, dude. From the stream. The energy was like, yo, this fool's on some bullshit. Tyson Fury's on some bullshit. That was the energy. That was the fucking energy. Wasn't no Tyson Fury fan, like barely any Tyson Fury fan was saying anything. It was like a cheer maybe once. But they were rocking with Wilder. And they want to act like Fox helped them and all that bullshit, dude. All she said was, you guys want to talk? There was a lot of things that have been said. You guys want to air out any grievances? Fucking Tyson Fury grabbed the mic and did what he always does, which is fucking blah, 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 blah. Fucking verbal diarrhea. And then he fucking lets off too many shit. That's why Aram got mad. Because what did Wilder told him to his face? Like, I don't need boar meat. I don't need to stick shit up my ass. I don't need any of that. So he exposed him for the time he cheated against Klitschko. He exposed him for the time he cheated against him. He said, I'm a nun in this sport. Look at his whole career. And then you showing up like that, looking like that with these fucking gloves. Tyson Fury's a bum, a cheater, a con artist, and a scumbag. Straight up. That guy has no conscience, bro. None, bro. He has no remorse, no conscience. That guy's criminally sick in the head, bro. Like Drew Titan said, straight up, bro. Him and Donald Trump. Criminally sick in the mind, bro. They can't stop him. Some people can't stop. You know what I mean? Like being an addict. Some people are sick and they can't stop. And that's Tyson Fury, bro. He's sick. He can't stop, bro. This is what he has to do all the time. Oh, we needed this. What did Ben, whatever the fuck his name said back in the day? Oh, we needed this. Tyson needed this to build his confidence. We took the padding out so we could help build confidence. How does that build confidence? If anything, more padding would build confidence. Because if you're fucking demolishing fools with more padding, imagine what you're going to do with the regular gloves. If you fight with 15 ounces and you're fucking fools up, imagine what you'll do with 12. How is less padding going to boost confidence when he has to fight with more padding later? What sparring partner agreed to that? So you're saying that Tyson Fury, that this is what you had to do to boost Tyson Fury's confidence. What sparring partner was in agreement with that you invited to come down that said, okay, it's okay that he uses less padding so we can help him be more sure of himself? What sparring partner agreed with that? Did you not tell him? Because if you didn't tell those sparring partners, lawsuit. Nicholas Asbury should sue for attempted assault. He should sue. Motherfuckers should sue Tyson Fury, bro, and their family, and everyone who's involved. His brother, his last trainers, Freddie Roach, the cut man Stitch, all of them should get sued, bro. Anyone involved with this shit who did anything dirty should be sued, bro. There was an angle from the second fight I never saw that Wilder showed where Ricky Hatton's pulling on the glove, bro. I never even saw that. That part shocked me when I saw when Wilder was saying what he was saying, like, because I'd seen so much footage of everything, and then when I saw that, I was like, oh shit! I didn't think there was more to it, and I keep thinking there's not going to be more to it, and then this shit happens. These gloves are ugly, bro. Them gloves look disgusting, bro.
Put your hand in. I don't care at this point. Just don't rough them up
because what?
Usually that's only problem, if your hands are bigger than his, but your hands are bigger than his. So.
I feel all that shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of padding with that.
Yeah.
I put my hands in all that.
Watch.
Put off the knee,
What?
guys.
How you doing?
Look.
I feel that, right?
Yeah.
Guy just fought him passing. The guy just fought him passing, and his shit didn't look like this.
He said, I can feel your knuckles. He said, I can feel your knuckles. He said, you feel that, right? He's telling his boy, you feel that, right? You feel me pressing?
How you been?
Look at that.
Right?
Look, see?
Yeah.
I put my hands in all that.
I feel his knuckles.
Look, I feel those knuckles. What'd he say? I feel those knuckles. I feel your knuckles. Guys, this is Deontay Wilder's team. Tay Jones puts on gloves, bro. He fights. Okay? These are not no fucking amateurs, bro.
Right there. I feel it, right?
How you been?
I feel that, right? Guy just fought him passing. The guy just fought him passing, and his shit didn't look
Same gloves against Klitschko. Isn't that funny?
like this.
This is Paffin And this is what we got.
Aren't those the same? He had some red Paffin. Wasn't it red Paffin gloves that he had against Klitschko? Klitschko, I remember specifically Tyson Fury said, if I don't get the right gloves, then I'm not fighting. And then he tried to do some, oh, you see how my finger gets caught? Get the fuck out of here, bro. The dude's a joker, bro. Dude's a clown, bro.
Every time Paffin comes here.
This is the model that we've approved for Paffin. Now, they may have more than one model, but this is the model we approved for Paffin.
You can look at him too, right?
There you go. The boxing commission's on some bullshit.
Yeah, not while he's here.
Yeah.
But he needs to look at them before we seal them up.
Yeah.
Because we're going to seal them up after he picks them.
Hold on,
You
my
can look
bad.
at him too, right?
Who?
Deontay.
Yeah, not while he's here.
Yeah.
But he
Not
needs to
one.
look at them before we seal them up.
Yeah.
Because we're going to seal them up after he picks them.
So I brought you guys as a courtesy before I seal this. Say that again?
Yeah.
He need to look at him first because that's bullshit.
Well,
Thank you.
whatever Wilder says is not going to change the fact that these are approved, weighed, inspected, cut gloves. So,
Whatever Wilder says is not going to change the fact that these are approved, weighed, and cut gloves. Okay, so you guys, that's because your commission approved these bullshit gloves. That's not Wilder's fault. But he could object to that shit, for sure.
it'd be like Mr. Fury coming in and saying, hell no, the way you're not using Everlast.
I don't care if you
One thing, he can't say nothing about them gloves. He can't say nothing about them gloves. Can't say nothing about them gloves. You know that.
See, and Fury's bitch ass is there. I bare fist. I can fight with bare fist. Well, then fight bare fist. Shut the fuck up, you bitch. The fuck? Oh, nice dress, baby. You're welcome. Oh, okay. My bad. I'm gonna take the dog soon. You're welcome. I'm just doing this video before the fight that's supposed to happen tonight. Yeah. Before you dip, give me a little bit, or let me know before you dip, yeah?
Give me like 10 minutes for real, so come out here.
All right, for sure. Yeah, we'll take a break, but we're not gonna stop the video because I'm gonna keep cooking on these motherfuckers. But yeah, Tyson Fury bitch ass is there.
Using Everlast.
I don't care if he comes in with bad fists.
One thing.
I don't care if he comes in with bad fists. There he goes. I don't care if he comes in with bad fists. Yes, you do. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because if you didn't care if he came in with bare fists, then you would have challenged him to a bare knuckle fighting championship match. You would have said, fuck this boxing shit. Me and Wilder really got some problems we need to handle. I challenged him to a BFC fight. BKFC fight. Which I can't stand those shits. I think that shit should be banned, to be honest with you. I don't like that shit. I like boxing. Fuck bear. What am I, a fucking Neanderthal? You know what I'm saying? What is this, fucking $2 ramming horns against each other? Like, no thank you, bro. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't need to see that. I want to watch boxing. You know what I mean?
He can't say nothing about them gloves. He can't say nothing about them.
Yes, it does. Remember this. Everything that comes out of Tyson Fury's mouth is a lie. Everything that comes out of his mouth is a show. Everything that comes out of his mouth is projection and bullshit. And he's trying to convince you, you know what I mean, that he's this, you know, like he's full of shit. And also it's so you don't change what his plans are, because he has plans. There's a reason he picked these gloves. There's a lot of gloves to pick. He picked these gloves for a specific reason. So he's trying to say, well, I don't care if he has bare knuckles. You know what I'm saying? Bullshit. Of course you do, because it's a boxing match. That's you cared if you cared if you had the right gloves in the Klitschko fight, but now you're saying you don't care. Get out of here, bro. You're a clown, bro. And then notice too how heavy Tyson Fury's breathing too, bro. That's another thing that don't have me. Don't get me wrong. Tyson Fury's got some skill. He could move. He's got some movement. You know what I mean? But listen to how heavy he's breathing, though. And I know he did some running, unless they showed old footage. So I don't know what's going on with him, but listen to his breathing, dude. You know what I mean? Listen to when he talks and listen to how he breathes. He's breathing pretty heavy.
Can't say nothing about them gloves. You know that.
Yeah. So we cut everybody's glove up. One of them.
We took one glove and
Yeah.
we cut it.
And we cut their glove up. Beautiful glove. We had to cut one up. Okay. But And we got way too many people in here, so.
With the WBC.
Okay.
Yeah, they're with the WBC, motherfucker.
This is one that we took out of the striking surface.
Which don't mean shit either.
Had in there. See,
Yeah.
you got
That
red,
glove
you
look
got
like
two
bullshit. See that? What? That shit look like bullshit.
That's a lot.
You know what that shit look like? Carpet. That shit look like fuck, what's that shit? That fabric? You know that cheap ass like fucking almost foamy carpet looking fabric? Like lint. That shit look like lint, bro. That shit look like someone took a ball of lint and threw it in there. That's what that looks like. With some padding around it. Look at the padding. The padding's cut here. What is this shit? This glove looks fucking horrible. This is a professional boxing glove? That shit looks terrible.
A lot of pad in there. See,
Yeah.
you got
This
red,
is your guys'.
You got two kinds of foam in there. You got the dense foam and the soft.
Believe me, we went to extreme measures to.
See, this hair is just as dense.
Look at how firm that glove is, bro. Look at, you can see.
Randomly picked. That's why you have.
You
one
can
extra
see.
one hand.
You can
That
see
was
from the
picked out of-
bottom. You can see from the bottom how firm that glove is. Just look at that
This is
glove, bro.
randomly picked. That's why you have one extra one hand. That was picked out of the
See,
package.
there's the metacarpal part that we cut. The cuffs. The thumbs.
Look at the. Look. What did I say about how thick the cuffs are? Look how thick this cuff is. Look at the other cuff when he lifts it up real quick.
The cuffs.
Look how thick that cuff is. This other cuff. Look at this cuff. This cuff is thick as fuck. Look at this cuff. Okay, that's Wilder's cuff. Look at this bullshit ass cuff they have. Look at that, bro. Look at that shit, dude. Look at that cuff. Look at that shit. That shit looks like garbage, dude. Look at this shit. Look how thin that shit looks. Dude. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy.
They're comparable. Right?
This shit is fucking crazy.
That's every bit as thick as that.
Yep.
It's even thicker.
Oh, that's pretty cool that you have that thing.
But and we know this can't be manipulated if you.
But this is.
Yep.
It's even thicker. Right?
Oh, it's even thicker. I don't care how thick someone's beard is, right? You can give that motherfucker a ZZ Top beard. It don't matter, bro. I got a big ass fro. I can comb that shit out. If you punch me in the head, or if someone punches that dude in the chin, they gonna feel that shit. I'm gonna feel that shit. It don't matter how much hair you have. Hair's not an automatic fucking helmet that protects you when you fucking hit your head and shit. Like, no, it don't work like that. You'd have to have a shitload of it. You'd have to have a shitload of. You'd have to have that shit dreaded. And like, you'd have to have dreads and that shit stuffed like a motherfucker. And like, all like, make sure that his hair breaks apart, dude. Hair is. I could pull hair right now. Hair fucking breaks apart. It don't matter how much you wove into that shit. And it's not even woven. It's like, it's all like loose in there. It looks like a tobacco pouch. Like someone just threw a bunch of tobacco in there. It's not like they wove it and tied it and did all this crazy shit. It's just a bunch of hair stuffed in there. Like you can see, look at this glove, guys. Look at this. Look at Wilder's glove. Look how nice, extra padding. Looks like a pillow you could sleep on.
It's every bit as thick as that.
Yep.
It's even thicker.
Look at that. Tempur-Pedic, my pillow. You feel me? You feel me? This is the my pillow bullshit. Okay? Look at this shit, dude. That shit looks horrible. You know what I mean? Even with the wrinkles on the glove where they're supposed to be, this looks more filled out, clean, nice, pristine, like fully. It looks full and bountiful. It's presentable. It doesn't look malleable. It's tight. It's firm. It's plump. It's everything you need it to be, right? This shit looks like some shit that a homeless man fucking showed up with, man. This look like homeless man gloves. That's what this shit look like. Look at this shit. Even when you compare the wrinkles and how the gloves, but this looks bad, bro. This looks bad. This looks real bad. And this is the shit that Tyson Fury is gonna try to pull On the heavyweight championship of the world, the heavyweight championship looks bad, bro. The WBC, or excuse me, the WBO looks bad. This shit looks real fucking bad, bro. Really. This shit look like a bad joke. But it's not. They're serious. This is not a joke. This is not a game. This is real, man. This is real men's lives on the line. This is Deontay Wilder's life we're talking about, bro. Okay, and they're playing games. Okay? Because they don't care about boxing. They just care about making money, betting on the fights, setting up the fights so they can win money. Because guess what? If it's 50-50, the odds went to 50-50. After why they go to 50-50? Why they go to 50-50? You know, this doesn't surprise me. I knew Wilder wasn't going to get a fair shot. I knew he wasn't. There's no way he was going to. You know what I'm saying? There's no way he was going to. And this shit just looks... This is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life, bro. And the boxing commission should fucking close down shop and never show their faces again. And we need a new authority in protecting boxing, because the boxing commission can't do it, bro. They're corrupt. They're corrupt. They can't do it. And we can't leave it up to the WBO, because the WBO is biased and wants Tyson Fury to win. After Wilder lost, they celebrated and said, now we finally have a champion worth dignity. A champion that was on steroids, does cocaine, lies all the time. I love you, babe. Smokes crack. Okay? Just tells nothing but a bunch of lies, bro. Doesn't defend his title. Runs all the time. I don't respect champions that don't defend their title. That's one reason I don't. That's two reasons why I don't respect Conor McGregor. One, he called Floyd Mayweather a monkey, and two, he don't defend his titles. He runs. And then obviously you can see why he don't defend his titles, because when he comes to defend a title, he loses. You know? And then he had to go to MMA, or he had to go to boxing to make money, because Dana White's over there making $4 billion while their fighters get raped. And they're all on steroids. Dana White is the biggest scumbag in fighting right now. One of the biggest scumbags. Fuck Dana White, straight up. He knows his fighters are juicing. He's paying them bits. You want to do a talking about I made $4 billion. Yeah, I know you made $4 billion because you leached off the fighters, you fucking scavenger. But people like that are the ones you want to put out there and have do TED Talks with, or whatever the fuck, Forbes or whatever the fuck bullshit that he was doing. It wasn't even one of those two. That's the funny thing. And Ronda Rousey and Conor, they're cool with it. Yeah, be cool with that guy. But that guy's a fucking piece of shit. He weaseled his way up to the top. You know what I'm saying? And he cut everyone else's throat while doing it. How many Forrest Griffins and Bonners are going to be exploited? How many of them is he going to step on to make money and have them take all the brunt of the punishment without being rewarded for the hard work they've done? You're going to pay them $200,000, and because they're desperate to feed their family, you okay with that? Oh, but we have a salary system and everyone gets a salary, and get the fuck out of here, man. It's sad what he does. It's sad what he does. And Conor McGregor proved that you can't make money in the UFC. Now they're making money in the UFC after Conor went to fucking boxing to get a check. He went to Mayweather to get a check. That's how he was able to, and he had to get approved through the UFC. Why? Because he's under contract with the UFC. Because once they get you, they lock you in. You're done. That's why if you ever sign to UFC, try to negotiate as much money up front as you possibly can. And if you don't want to sign to them, make the offer so ridiculous that they have to refuse it. You know what I mean? I don't trust I don't trust record labels. I don't trust anything. If I was ever approached by a record label, which probably never happened, but if I ever was, I mean, I don't want to say never. You never know. But if I ever was, the number would be so high, it would either be 2.5, which they probably wouldn't do, 10 or 20, around that range. But a $1 million deal in the record industry, that's played out. That's fucking 1990. Motherfuckers are signing 360 deals, and that's the thing. It's like business across the board. Boxing, music industry, um, business and politics, banking. It's all corrupt. It's all corrupt. That's why the FBI is not investigating. If the FBI doesn't investigate, it's corrupt. Someone paid somebody, someone did something. It's still, the mafia still exists. The mafia is still around. You have all kind of organized crimes for all different kind of um, um, races of people. It's sad. It shouldn't be like that, but that's what they do. You know what I mean? And they think their motto is, let's find a sucker. Are you the sucker? Tyson Fury's trying to make me a sucker, and I'm not buying it.
But and we know this can be manipulated if you.
But who's going to manipulate?
This is when we took out.
He
took this out of custody to make sure it wasn't.
Yeah.
Well,
and then check this out. Path Sports puts.
Been done before.
No, listen. Not here.
Look at how many other people are fucking chiming in now. Not just them, but fucking now the WBO. I could tell by listening. Now the WBO motherfuckers are opening their mouths, talking about why would they do that. You see these motherfuckers, like they're either in on it or they don't see it or they don't want to see it. They're trying to act like that. They try to act like brothers are stupid, bro. They try to act like brothers are stupid. They really think we're stupid. They do. They really think we're dumb. When these racists, when you see racists argue, like when racists come out and say racist shit, what's one of the first things they try to say? If you were smart enough, if you were smart, what does Trump always say? You don't have the IQ. That's what what are they saying? That you're not smarter than me because I'm white. That's what they're saying. That white people are smarter. That's what they're saying, dude. And so that's why they always chump us in society. That's why we have to always speak out. Because they look on the surface and for some reason they think to themselves, oh, I can get over on this person. I'm the dominant species. I'm smarter, stronger, faster, and I'm going to take what I want. While other people see see another person and say, that's a person trying to feed their family just like I'm trying to feed mine. Equality. That's what equality is. You know what I'm saying? And the other attitude is a supremacist attitude. They believe they're superior. They have a superiority against other people, even though we all have the same heart, mind, and soul. Right? So this is what we're up against, man. This is what Wilder's up against. And the interview that he did with 78 kind of got to my heart. Because he was like, man, they tried to kill me in there, dude. And it wasn't just them. It wasn't just Fury. It was the people that allowed it to happen. So we're out for blood. And it made me feel so many different emotions. Like pride. Like, damn, this fool's really on some like Martin Luther King, like Malcolm shit. Like, that's how I look at him now. I didn't look at him like that before. But now he's Ali. And to me, he's Ali. I don't care what anyone says. I do not care what anyone says. To me, Wilder is Jack Johnson, Ali. He's all them motherfuckers, bro. Because they're throwing everything they can at this man because they don't like him. And it's sad, man. It's sad because that's, again, going back to what I said. All they used to talk about is how much they hated Floyd's style, how much they can't stand boxers who just want to box, and how much they want somebody who could knock people out. Wilder goes up there, knocks out, has the highest percentage rate, is the most title defenses, and you're like, oh man, I don't like the way he knocks people out. He can't box. And then you go back and see how go back to his highlights and see how he steps and moves, and they want to say he can't box. You know, this is the thing amongst certain people, certain demographics, even in the black community. Black men can never do enough to get accepted. Even within our own community, and that shit needs to stop. And I'm not gonna take part in that. Wilder's an exceptional champion. I'm happy that there's a fighter like that in boxing. He got me back into boxing. You know what I'm saying? He inspires me. Deontay Wilder inspires me very much so, and that's something that wasn't expected. I didn't expect that. Sometimes people can do magnificent things and you're going through rough times and really bad times in your life, and you could see somebody who has their issues and has things going on with them, but they fight through it, even though the whole system is fighting against them, just like it's fighting against you, and they're fighting and they're pushing back and they're resisting, and they're not letting the hate, the negativity, the lies, the setups get in their way of taking care of their family and themselves, and trying to live an optimal life, and stand up to the bullying, stand up to the persecution that's taking place, stand up to it. And that's why I like Wilder. So you guys, you trolls, you haters, all you people, keep doing what you're doing, because it just makes me like Wilder even more, because it proves the point of what they're saying, that you guys don't like him because he's black, and that's a big fact. And you don't like him because he stands up for what he believes in, and he doesn't lay down. And you don't like him because he knocks motherfuckers out, because he talks the talk and he walks the walk. He knocked everyone out except for Fury, and Fury, he knocked him down, and Fury got a 9-count stand up. And you let Fury go up there and say, I won the first fight? Get out of here, bro. That's why they were dead silent in that thing, because the energy's already out there, bro. The energy's already out there. You know? Fury is a psychopath. That's why he's doing this. He can't change. He's sick. He can't. He's sick. In his mind, he's the best boxer in the world. He's sick, but in real life, he's doing shit like this.
Put stitching into their gloves, like so does Reyes and so does Everlast MX. We've dissected thousands of gloves.
The stitching he's pointing to is on the side of the glove, by the way. He's covering up the part that they're talking about that could be manipulated, which is right here, and it could be spread to the sides, like Deontay Wilder said. And it also could kind of slip down according to how they cut it, based on how they cut it. I don't know. They're stitching here, but between here and here, it looks like it could slip down. It looks like they're stitching here, but there's no other stitching anywhere else. There's no stitching anywhere else here that I know of, that I can see. Okay, so the stitching he's pointing to is like the stitching on the side of the. I don't know. This shit looks like Harold Houdini, a fake ass Harold Houdini trying to pull a magic trick over you. A bad magic trick.
But I'm just saying, with these stitches, you can't manipulate. I mean, where's it going to go? House, here, you grab it and you tell me, where's it going to go? Okay, so that's why those stitches are in there. There's a purpose for those stitches, for that manipulation that you're talking about.
On the side.
We got these into the office, factory sealed. He and I opened on Wednesday. He cut this one up Wednesday. He just took one random one out of there, and he cut it. It went like a
look at that glove, bro. Look at that shit. That shit look like that shit look. Look at that shit, bro. That shit look horrible, bro.
That's an acceptable glove.
That shit look terrible.
Everybody's much better than that glove.
That's sad that they accept shit like that. That shit look awful, bro.
That's what we're gonna.
We're gonna take a picture, God.
That look like some shit that a glove company is trying to pan off to sell. Like that shit look like someone selling like a car that didn't put brake pads in or some shit. They're trying to sell you like a shell of a car where it looks like a car and shit, but they forgot to put the brake pads and the safety procedures and shit, the safety mechanisms and the low jack and all that shit. And so you get into a fucking car crash. They sell 1 million cars, make billions of dollars, and they out there fucking like the Pinto. These look like a fucking Pinto. These gloves need to be recalled, bro. These gloves need to be fucking recalled. That's what they need. They need to recall these gloves. For real. These gloves are gonna get somebody killed, bro.
But wanna get Deontay to look at it?
And if their Path Sport gloves are not like this in other times, they sent him some special bullshit gloves, some garbage gloves. They sent him some trash that he wanted specifically so he can try to get over.
So Fury's gonna pick his gloves, and whichever odd.
Now let's listen to this.
Okay.
Take a picture. That's what we're gonna.
We're gonna take a picture regardless. But wanna get Deontay to look at it?
So Fury's gonna pick his gloves, and whichever odd he can look at it, but it's not gonna change the fact that they're approved, inspected, weighed, cut up, and that's it. That's all there is to it.
There's no way anybody can tamper with them because he and I opened them from the package. Okay, we weighed them, we cut those, He put them back.
After the fact, he can punch the wall. He can manipulate. A lot of things he can do to it. They're trying to say, yeah, you guys approved the gloves. But yes, Deontay Wilder can look at the gloves. Of course he can look at the fucking gloves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just this whole thing is shady as fuck, dude.
In that box and sealed it up and locked it.
It's not gonna. Oh, it's not gonna change anything. If he kicks up enough dust, it will. Like, hey, I'm not fighting with those gloves. You're gonna, end the fight because they try to set you up with some bullshit gloves, and you show a judge that shit. Okay, which has already gone down in the past. Fury tried to get out the fight. Wilder had to take him to court to honor his contract, but this is the guy you guys want to fucking say is the greatest fighter in the world. He over here ducking people, never, try to get out his contract, try to say that they slandered his name, and then Deontay Wilder showed, according to Drew Titan, showed some things. Didn't say too much, though. We'll see. Because they want to fight Fury. They want that shit rectified. Anybody would, bro. If you got done dirty like that, if you were on the streets and someone stabbed you or hit you in the head with a pipe, or even or hit you, punch you in the back of the head, or jumped you, or got over, or even if it was a fair fight, you'd want to get yours back. Like, all right, cool, you got me this time. I'm gonna get it back next time. They want theirs back, bro. That's why they're allowing a lot of this shit to happen. And I don't know, man. I'm not Wilder. I'm not the one getting in the ring. But this shit is all foul, what they're trying to do. And these gloves are foul. You know what I'm saying? And you can see that they're bullshit gloves. And you can see that they're bullshit gloves. And they're over here trying to say, oh, no, these are fun. That shit looks like some garbage, dude. That horsehair bullshit looks like trash. Get them the fuck out of here, bro. These gloves look like they got beat the fuck up. These gloves look horrible, bro. These gloves look terrible. They look like cheaply made gloves. That's what they look like.
Here,
like this guy.
And now he's going to seal him in this after he picks the gloves.
And we're going to give the gloves.
And this will be
compared to Wilder's gloves. You see, Wilder's gloves got double foam, no give, fucking tight as a button. Look like he's hitting with pillows. These shits look like you're hitting with a fucking bean bag, a knapsack or some shit.
Opened, tomorrow, so nobody can tamper.
There is no
opportunity for anybody to tamper with the gloves.
Guys, I'm not being disrespectful at all. Like I said before, guy who Lawrence Okola just fought had patent gloves.
Yeah, speak your truth.
Like this. I just want to know why.
There's Everlast gloves that don't look like that. Those MX gloves don't look anything like that. The MX gloves look more like this. Everlast gloves, right? The MX gloves feel just like this.
And they're
Everlast, and they're acceptable too. Just because there's more than one bottle of patent.
Well, he switched to those gloves, so we'll see what happens. But I honestly wouldn't put past Tyson Fury to do a bunch of shit. He does rapid punches in the back of the head. The holding and shit like that is not uncommon. Ali used to, hold people on the back of the neck and weigh them down. That's the way to get them tired. For some reason, people have a natural reaction or reflex to automatically just go like this when the weight's on the back of their neck. When someone puts the weight on the back of your neck like that in a boxing match, try to slip out under. Because when you push after 12 rounds of that shit, dude, you're zapped, bro. You're zapped. And that was a tactic Ali used to do, and it works. It works. You know what I mean? Weighing heavy on them, holding the back of their neck down. That shit tires them out later. That shit works. You know what I mean? That's how you tire out a guy who's got like good condition. There's tricks. There's things you could do. If a guy's got good conditioning, that's how you tire him out. You know what I mean? If a guy's a slugger and has knockout power, you know what I mean? You circle, you jab, you tire him out. You want him to be tired. You know what I'm saying? You want him swinging for the fences and shit. That's how Ali did Foreman. So there's tactics to certain things. You know what I mean? If someone's doing the opposite and dancing around the ring and is able to get away a lot of times, then you want to do body shots. And one thing I like that this dude said that I was watching on Champ's side, that I agree with, hit him in the chest. You know what I mean? Hit him in the chest. Because sometimes people have really good, especially with the Philadelphia shoulder roll, they have a good defense on the lower part of their body, right? Like on where the liver and all that stuff is, they have really good defense there. So hit in that pocket. Hit in the pocket right here. You know what I'm saying? In the solar plexus, in the chest, where that pocket's at. And if it's tight, then go to where the opening in the body is. Fake like you're gonna hit in the head, and find the opening in the body wherever you see there's an opening, because that's a good guard. That Philadelphia shoulder roll is a good guard, but it's not impenetrable. There's been people who had that guard that got knocked out like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not impenetrable. Also too, it's the setup. It's also the setup. You could set up where someone thinks, because it's chess, right? It's like jujitsu, right? You could set anything. If you've done jujitsu or done anything in fighting, you could fake like you're gonna go for the arm, but then you go for the head, or you could fake like you're going for the head, but then you go for the arm. It's the same thing in boxing. You could fake a certain direction. I seen this recently. The guy faked a certain direction, and got his opponent to move this way. And once he got his opponent to move this way, he faked like this, but his arm came like this. So when the direction he faked was like he was gonna do a jab like this. The guy thought he was gonna do a jab, so he went to the left, but he was throwing an overhand left hook, kind of. Well, he was throwing a big ass left hook, like a whooping left hook, not an overhand. Overhand right would be a whopping right hook, but he threw a whooping left hook. You know what I'm saying? And knocked the kid, cold out. And the way he did it was good. He was kind of masterful. He set it up just like Deontay Wilder when he knocked out Brazil. He set that up. He stepped and set it up perfectly. You know what I mean? He set that shit up perfectly. That's why I thought like Tyson Fury didn't have a chance, because Tyson Fury looked like trash in his last fight, and Wilder looked amazing. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I got Wilder, of course. As far as predictions, I like to see Wilder in 5, to be honest, man. That's what I'd like to see. But I think it might go the whole 12, man. I think it might go the whole 12. And if it does go the whole 12, I think Wilder can get him in the later rounds. But I'm gonna stick with Wilder in 5. I'm gonna stick with Wilder in 5. You know what I'm saying? It might be Wilder in 3, to be honest with you, because it depends how pissed he is. Because and it depends how good his conditioning is. If his conditioning, it looks like his conditioning is real good, but I'm also not concerned. But I'm also curious about Wilder's longevity. Wilder's gone 12 before, and he did that in the Fury fight. It doesn't seem like he has a problem going 12 rounds. I would, Wilder almost got him out of there in the first round of the second fight. You know what I'm saying? He did a late round knockout or knockdown, 2 knockdowns in the first fight. So I'd like, I'm curious about Wilder's stamina. You know what I'm saying? Not questioning it, just want to know how that's going to play out, like in this fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm predicting that he has enough stamina to last the whole 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Tyson Fury, based on his breathing and the fatness in his neck and all that stuff, I don't know if he's going to go the whole 12. So Wilder could get a late round knockout, because Fury does have a very elusive style, but he says he's going to come in with the same style he came in with last time, which is pressuring Wilder. Wilder's got to go for body shots, and he's got to circle if that's the case. Circle, step, step around. You know what I mean? I think he needs to get in low. I feel he needs to get in low. Duck under, hook, duck under, hook. 1 2 1 2 on the outside, 1 2 1 2. You know what I'm saying? Hook to the body, hook to the body. He needs to throw body shots, straights to the body too. He needs to do jabs and crosses to the body. Slow Fury down. Whether Fury dances or tries to come in aggressive, if he comes in with those straights to the body, hooks to the body, uppercuts to the body, and when Fury comes in to try to bully him, he needs to uppercut to the face, because Fury's going to come in. Right? He's going to come in and try to pressure. Wilder just needs to throw a jab to kind of get the distance, throw the jab, let him come in, throw the jab, but throw the hook under after. You know what I'm saying? Or just get that uppercut under after. Because when someone's pressuring you like that, and they're getting close, and you can't get off those body shots like you want to, he should be able to still get off some body shots there. If that doesn't back him up, uppercut to the face. Body shot, uppercut to the face, or jab, uppercut to the face. I want to see more uppercuts from Wilder. Because Fury's so tall, I don't think he's going to be able to see all those uppercuts. I just don't think he can see it, especially if he comes in close. He's going to try to pressure Wilder, and I just think I could be wrong, but I just think that sets up the uppercut when he comes in close like that and pressures Wilder. You know what I'm saying? If Wilder comes in too, high guard comes in, absorbs some stuff, but then comes in with the uppercut. You know what I mean? Hook, uppercut. You know what I mean? Or maybe just uppercut. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I think right hook, uppercut is the good thing to do. Or left hook, uppercut is a good thing to do. Left hook to the body, uppercut. Right hook to the body, uppercut is a good thing to do against a fighter that's pressuring you. You know what I mean? That's coming in. They're coming in close. You know, if they're coming in close, that uppercut can do wonders. You know what I'm saying? Can work wonders. You know what I mean? Jab for distance, right hand. You know, jab for distance, right hand. Jab space for distance, step around, right hand. You know, angle yourself. You know, boom, bam. You know what I mean? He's going to come in. You need to jab and angle yourself because he's coming straight for you. So you have to angle because chances are he's going to throw a lot of straights and hooks. Fury. He'll throw some uppercuts too. He's got uppercuts. But he's going to do a lot of hooks and a lot of straights. You know what I mean? One thing that Wilder should prepare for Fury is hooks. Wilder threw Fury threw a lot of hooks in the first two fights. He threw a lot of hooks. You know what I mean? And he got to do something about Fury's straight left hand. Fury's straight left hand is going to be a problem. You know what I mean? So he's got to, or his straight right hand. He's got to do something about. Fury said he's going to come left-handed. I don't think so. You know what I mean? But we'll see. But he's got to do something about Fury's straight right hand. You know what I mean? You got to do something about the straight. You know, extending your left is a good thing to do. A little extension to get him back, get some distance. That's why I think he had a bag or something because he kept trying to get distance. Distance is a lot in a fight. The distance means everything. If you can keep him on the outside and keep hitting him and have it to where he's too far to hit you, you know, that makes up a lot of room. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, keep your left hand up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, keep your left hand up, man. Keep your left hand up. You know what I mean? And when he throws the right, you want to duck under and throw an overhand. And that's one punch you don't really see. Wilder has an overhand right, but you don't really see him do the duck under overhand to where you're like, you want to duck under and get out of the way of being hit. You know, he can still catch him with a low right hook or even a left hook, but when they throw the straight right, that duck under the straight right overhand right cross or overhand hook, whatever you want to call it, that shit'll destroy Fury. So hopefully Wilder throws an overhand under Fury's right cross. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping to see some things from Wilder. Overhand right against the right cross will help knock out Fury. Definitely. When he pressures body shots and maybe even getting in close. If he wants to pressure, let him pressure, get in close. If he fucking grabs you, okay, cool. But when you get in, if he jabs, cut in. Jump in his chest. When you jump in his chest, right hook to the body, uppercut to the face. Okay? Because Wilder's the smaller guy. You know what I'm saying? I know Wilder's a beast, but he's the smaller guy. So I want him to fight like the smaller guy. You know, Fury has the longest reach in boxing. So he's got to get in. He's got to get in his chest. You got to get into his chest. Once you get into his chest, you do a little bit of peekaboo if you can. You know, I don't want you to be like Tyson, but Tyson has some skills on the peekaboo and stepping in, getting into his chest. You get into his chest, you got him. You know what I mean? He's gonna, as soon as he pressures you and he's gonna pressure and he's gonna throw a 1-2. He's gonna throw a 1-2. When he throws that 1-2, you slip, or you dip, and when you dip, when you step, you boom, boom, and that shit is gonna fuck him up because Wilder's got power, dude. And if it doesn't fuck him up immediately, it's gonna be terrible for him for Fury in the later rounds. That's how I see Wilder winning the fight: is ducking under the left, the right, the jab cross, and hook to the body, uppercut to the face, and overhand right. You know what I'm saying? And when he throws a jab, slip, left hook. That's the way I see Wilder being able to win the fight. Left hook to the body. When he throws a jab, left hook to the body. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see Wilder winning the fight. If he doesn't do those things, you know what I'm saying? Even though Fury looks like he might be out of shape, you know what I mean? You know, I hope Wilder's prepared. Wilder's is going to be the one in the ring. He's prepared. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he has a game plan. There's things I'd like to see him do, but it's not about me. It's about him, and I want him to get his get back.
And it's like there's more than one model of Everlast.
Get Deontay to look at him.
Yeah.
So, again,
Proud of
he's
these
gonna
brothers.
pick his 1 and his 2.
I'm
We're
proud
gonna
of these
have
brothers.
1 extra because we had to cut this one from that pair.
Say that
So he's
extra.
going to pick his number 1 right, his number 2 right, his number 1 left, and so on and so on. We're going to package it up. If Wilder decides that he wants to look at it, so be it. But it's not going to change, again, the fact that these are approved
But I'll
and
tell you
inspected.
what he could do is, the one that they don't pick will be an extra one, and he can stick his hand in that one.
Well, we're going to have an extra one.
That's what I'm saying. We'll have an extra
Yeah, we're going to
glove.
have an extra one.
And he can look at the extra glove.
Okay, we'll do that.
Actually, we'll have a whole extra set because you got 3 full sets there, 3.5.
All right?
All right, cool.
Sounds good.
They're not playing
So
this
we'll
time.
come get you when Wilder's going to come and pick his.
And then
Reyes.
There was no problems with that, though. You already see his gloves. His gloves got foam and everything. You know, shout out to Tay Jones, man. You know, his gloves got foam and everything. You know, and then look at all the Fury haters and shit. Who's gonna fucking just to, just. I mean, it's the same shit that Maidona tried to pull off on Mayweather, and Mayweather was like, hell nah. So there's no disputing that shit. There's no disputing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just biased. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. The gloves look like they're like that fucking Captain Crunch gloves. You could crunch, fold them, do whatever you want to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, easy. Try to crunch that double foam glove, that Tempur-Pedic glove, that pillow glove. Try to crunch that one. You be like this with that shit. That with Tyson Fury's gloves, you could do the whole fucking 9 with that shit. That shit look fucking suspect. You barely hear the squeaky, the kind of like when you push it. You could barely hear that with the Paffin ones. With Wilder's gloves, right away it's like sounds like rubber, like. Oh, but that's a harder glove though. These are softer gloves. What? Well, then let me get the soft gloves. What? Bro, this shit is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy. Oh, the fight already began, so we'll see what goes down, man. We'll see what goes down. But we're gonna end it there. It is what it is. The fight's already going down. I believe it's is the glove BS still going on? You realize Wilder used the white horsehair Everlast in most of his fights, and he had black gloves in a lot of fights. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? He had black gloves in most of his fights. You know, a lot of you guys acting brand new or just hating, you know? All that work to give it off to Europe in one fight? Yeah, okay, buddy. Well, AJ got his ass whooped, so, I mean, what are you talking about? A chicken leg. It's funny you guys weren't using that Dosser word until fucking Fury started saying it. You guys are all a bunch of fucking clowns, dude. For real. You're a bunch of clowns. You weren't using that word until Fury started using it. You didn't even know what it meant, but now you're using it all the time. You're just a bunch of followers. You're not leaders. You're not leaders. He was on steroids. You're cool with that. He got caught in another fight with his hand. I don't have to explain this shit. You guys don't even do your homework. You don't do your fucking homework. That shit looks cool to you? You okay with that? That looks okay? Silly Rabbit? Now I know why your name is Silly Rabbit, because tricks are for kids. You guys sound stupid. For real. And it's one dude talking shit. And then this other JC2, chicken leg Dawson. You guys are dumb. All you guys do is talk shit and say stuff. But that chicken leg Dawson knocked your boy down, though, twice, didn't he? So he must not be that much of a Dawson. If he knocks your boy, if he drawed with him. He knocked out 41 people. He knocked out everyone he faced. AJ ducked him and had 50 million opportunity. AJ showed up like the Hulk against Ruiz, got fucking TKO'd. Then showed up looking like fucking Tommy Hearn, thin. Then showed up against Usyk all thick and threw a fucking hook so slow you could have telegraphed the shit. What's up with your boy Juice? And what's up with you guys in Juice? You think Tyson Fury ate deer dick? You think Tyson Fury ate pig nuts? That's how he popped dirty? Your boy's dirty, man. Get out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Mayweather didn't let that shit slide, and these guys fucking called that shit out. And the fact you're backing it up is a part of the motherfucking problem. You guys are a part of the problem. Because you co-sign deviancy. You co-sign fucking bullshit. You didn't know I'd look at you thought what, I was going to run from the shit? What's up? You know what I mean? Monkey Man? That's a weird name, bro. That's a weird name. And you have a black face? You're black? And you named yourself Monkey Man? That's kind of strange. You work at a zoo or some shit? That's kind of weird, bro. You're a man, not a monkey, bro. I wouldn't, you know what I mean? Being black and maybe you like monkeys. I don't know, but I wouldn't put that on yourself, bro. That's a racist term. And like coonin, I don't fuck with the coonin thing. When people say coonin and shit like that, when black people say coonin, I don't fuck with that. Because that's what KKK members say. They call Martin Luther King, they call him Martin Luther Coon. So why would I say coonin when that's what they say about Martin Luther King? Why would I use that terminology? I don't use that shit. No disrespect to you, those of you that use it. I decide not to. You know what I mean? But yeah, your boy Tyson Fury, man, is good at cheating, bro. And he's been exposed, and it is what it is. He's exposed now, and there's nothing you could do. You can't run from it. You can't hide from it. It's mainstream now. It's mainstream now. Wilder said it to his face on stage. And he was up there, but if you're not doing anything to prepare, why'd you change your staff? You're doing all this preparation. Why's your boy double talking all the time? Huh? Why's your boy double talking all the fucking time? For real. Then explain Margarito, silly rabbit. Imagine believing the Nevada Commission, America, so you're in Europe, you're in England, is plotting to cheat their fighting and lose millions and millions plus their name and the belt, all to help the Brits after promoting Wilder for 20 years. Okay, so then why did Luis Resto get away with doing what he did to that young fighter? That young white fighter. He got away with that until the dad grabbed his glove. I already said that shit in this video. So you're trying to tell me that the boxing commission is so fortified it doesn't allow cheating, and it's right there in front of your face that they've already let that shit slide multiple times, and that boxers, some of them, will do whatever they can to get an advantage. including cheat. And that horsehair gloves are bullshit, which is why Mayweather said Madonna couldn't fight with those gloves, to the point where he even paid him not to fight with those gloves. You're acting as if the boxing commission doesn't let bullshit slide. They do. They're trying to let some bullshit slide right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I mean, I don't know, man. You guys have made up your mind. You guys made up your mind already. You know what I mean? You guys made up your mind. And I'm not trying to change any minds. I'm just showing you what I saw. I'm just showing you what it looks like, and this shit looks shady. It just does. I'm sorry, shit looks shady. Sorry, man. Maybe you guys should have more of a system in the UK that doesn't allow this kind of shit, if you guys love boxing so much like you claim to. Because as far as I know, you fools are all on steroids, doing shady shit, fucking with your gloves and doing all kind of shit, because you got a cult down there where you're obsessed with winning in boxing instead of winning straight up like a man. You know what I mean? Straight up. You know what I mean? And guess what? Yeah. But Wilder's the one in the ring, though. He's the one stepping in the ring, and none of you motherfuckers are. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You're not. So shut the fuck up. Because that chicken leg Dawson will whoop your ass any day of the week. Straight up. Straight up. You know what I mean? Like, you fools sound stupid the way you talk. I don't even know what that shit means. A bum? Who's the bum? The guy that took care of his family, left a fast food job, and at the age of 20 started boxing, became world champion, defended his title a record-breaking 10 times in a row? Or the guy that used to smoke crack, gained 400 pounds, and disappeared and didn't defend his title after he won it? Who's the bum? Get out of here, bro. You guys sound stupid, bro. You guys sound dumb, bro. Really, you guys sound really dumb. Like, how you defending this shit is because the mainstream media got you and shit. You're in with the mob. The mob played your ass. The mob got you, bro. They sold you a story and you bought that shit. And because other people ain't buying it, you're mad. Well, just because you bought that shit doesn't mean I have to. Okay? Doesn't mean I'm being biased or no type of shit like that. Wilder's a great fighter. He's being a man about the shit. He's just calling some shit that he thinks that it was foul. And he got done dirty. And I think he has the right to call it out. And I think he did get done dirty in both fights. And now they're trying to do it a third time. Because Tyson Fury, that's all he can do is cheat. He can't fight straight up, because if he fights straight up, he gets Otto Weiland. That's why. Otto Weiland beat his ass and they gave it to Tyson Fury. So get out of here with that guy. Get out of here with this whole bullshit, man. For real. For real, for real. This shit is tragic. It's tragic how delusional you motherfuckers are. For real. You know what I'm saying? You know, here I show you guys what's popping and how them gloves look fucking suspect. Based straight from the source, from Wilder's team, that's right there at the table. And these motherfuckers talking about, oh yeah, everything's fine, blah, 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 blah. Oh, the stitching right here on this part while covering the part that could just come out. Like, are you fucking serious, dude? Like, them horsehair gloves are trash, bro. They're trash. And I wouldn't put it past Tyson Fury to putting objects in his glove. I wouldn't put him past it to doing that. The guy's a cheater. He'll do whatever he can to cheat. It's what he does. Fuck his race. I don't care about that. I don't care about his lineage. I don't care about his ethnicity. Tyson Fury as a person is a cheater. Straight up. He's a cheater. And he's got you fooled. And he doesn't have me fooled anymore. He had me fooled, but he doesn't have me fooled anymore. So with that being said, it's 6:31. The fight already is going down, I believe. God bless Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the W. And we out. OBS is so weird now.